Welcome, class, to a workshop on Coach Joe rules. The purpose of this playlist is to help developers write cleaner code that is easier to read, test, and maintain, which will save time and reduce future issues. Two-digit year value design flaw costs billions. 32-bit value design flaw hopefully goes unnoticed in 2038. 32-bit number exceeded. Over 500 million lost because of a 64-bit floating point number was converted to a 16-bit signed integer. The use of 11,000 plus global variables cost the lives of dozens of people and an undisclosed amount of money. Poor code with no formal review process cost $440 million in less than an hour. Over 400 design flaws cost more than $1 billion. We're talking about code that was written by a team of developers. There typically was a code review process and it was tested in multiple environments. Yet, large amounts of money were lost, company reputations were damaged, and worse, people died. It is unfortunate, but mistakes will happen and lessons will be learned. This has generated a wealth of information in the form of books, articles, and videos. This material was meant to improve your skill set, establish some common standards, and prevent the next big disaster. Over the years, I compiled my own personal list of common rules that should be followed and shared them with my colleagues. Rules were added, revised, combined, split into multiple rules, and some became obsolete and were removed. Other rules were considered but didn't make the list. This list is always changing. Leave a comment if you have other suggested rules. Software and web developers are among the top growing career fields. The demand is so high, companies are snatching up students for internships before they graduate. Many of those students are offered jobs upon graduation. Others are finding work by only attending a 12 to 18-week coding boot camp. Employers are desperate. This playlist was meant to help mentor junior and mid-level developers to improve their skill set. I'm not talking about their current title. I'm referring to their current skill set. There are many senior-level developers by title that code like a mid-level developer. Let's face it, all developers can write a working application. No two solutions will be the same. The real test is when a small change is needed in the next 6 months. Can any developer easily read, understand, and make the change to the application? If the code was originally written by a senior-level developer, the change should be completed on time. If the code was written by a mid to junior level developer, often coding shortcuts were taken and the change will take longer. The difference is, senior-level developers already know and follow these rules. They know the reason for the rule and the risk it presents. They also understand when the rule can be ignored. Mid and junior level developers don't follow these rules. They are only focused on working code and don't understand the risks when rules are broken. Without rules and standards, this leads to spaghetti code or cowboy coding. The rules presented in this playlist are not absolute. They are meant to be a reminder, suggestion, or guideline when working in the codebase. When you encounter rule situations like these, is there a better, more preferred solution? Think about the pros and cons because all situations will be different. Does this rule apply to the language you are working in, or is it intended for other languages? Please consider the spirit of the examples provided so you can apply them to your business situation. There may be many reasons to follow the rule, and there may be many reasons to ignore the rule. It is your responsibility to know when the rule applies and to make the right decision. With the possibility of self-driving vehicles, drones delivering packages, or securing sensitive data. Don't be the next headline blunder. Learn from previous mistakes. Keep up to date with the latest rules and standards. Discuss, mentor, and review these with your team, and utilize them during coding and review sessions to write cleaner code. I hope you enjoy, utilize, and share this playlist of rules. Your support and feedback is appreciated. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and click the like button. Remember, future senior developers, make it work, prove it works, then make it better. Ready? Break!